Okay, so my name is Allison Ball, and I'm an admissions counselor here at Mount A, and I am just kind of the host of this room. So what we'll do first is introduce the student support panelists that we have. They'll each have a minute or two to kind of tell you about what supports they offer at Mount Allison, and then they will go into a breakout room. So while the introductions are happening, if you would like to put in the chat what breakout room you'd like to go to, that would be great. When you're in a breakout room, if you'd like to leave, there along the very bottom of your screen, there will be a spot that says breakout room, and you can select which one you'd like to go to next. If you have an older Zoom account, you may struggle to find that breakout room button. So if that's the case, you can go back to the main lobby. You'll see me here, and all you have to do is, again, is just type in the chat box what breakout room you'd like to go to, and we will send you there. So to kick off the student support fair, I'll ask that Ivan comes with the camera and the microphone. So Ivan is our Black student advisor and diversity educator. So welcome, Ivan. I'll turn my mic off for you.
Thank you, Allison. Hi, everyone. My name is Ivan Okello, and I serve as the Black Student Advisor and Diversity Educator here at Mount A. And essentially, my work revolves working with, like students from ethnic backgrounds and enabling them transition to, university from the moment they join. And, and it could be from aspects to like writing support, or they need like mental health, like cultural specific mental health guidance, or also instances where I have to like lobby faculty if they have complaints or they need like the essays like remarked and things like that. So most of the times we collaborate with a lot of my staff, either at the International Centre and other parts of campus, to create events that we put together for students. And the intention is to create as many opportunities as we can to enable students succeed in joining university. And the thing that I like about my job is that I get to work with so many students and so many staff who are really passionate and really want you to succeed. So this is a place where we work as a group. And so everyone here that you're going to speak with today is someone that I've been able to work with, and they're very open and willing to help. And another part of my job is also the diversity educator, which revolves creating, training for student leaders, on campus, like, the RAs or the dons, or, just general activity for the classes in creating, like either cultural competency or just, healthy, community building for all groups on campus. So, I would be happy to hear from you. And if you could reach out, I can share my information later on. But in the end, I'm excited that you're able to join us today, and hopefully we'll get a chance to hear from each other, later on.
Excellent, thanks, Ivan. I just want to let students know I've received a few messages sent to me. The Mount Allison University admissions host is who you should message to get placed into the breakout room that you're looking for. So thank you very much, Ivan. And we'll go on to Robin, who works in the international student and does the study abroad and exchange programming. So Robin, if you'd like to join us, that'd be great.
Hi, everyone. My name is Robin Walker. I work in the international office, and I am the international affairs coordinator. So I organize all of our international programs for students. We have 30 international programs, exchanges, and study abroad in 22 countries. My job is to help students to find an international experience that they're interested in and make it work with their degree. If you'd like to chat with me a little bit in a breakout room, I'm around and I'd be happy to answer any questions you've got. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Robin. So next on the list is Pierre Arsenault. He is the Director of Athletics at Mount A.
Thanks, Pierre. Thanks, Allison. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. So yeah, I'm Pierre Arsenault, Director of Athletics and Recreation here at Mount Allison. It's into my 12th year here, and I'll just quickly kind of break down what we do in three main areas. We have we have responsibility with athletics and recreation for the section of active living, which I'll talk about quickly. There's campus recreation and club sports, and then there's our varsity athletic programs, which represent the university. And so we do have a number of facilities. We have a fitness center that would be open to all students and faculty and staff and the public. That's located in the Wallace McCain Student Center. We have a pool in our athletic center. We have the main gym. We have a weight room in the athletic center. Alumni Field is our artificial turf that was introduced in 2015. And so all of those facilities and encouraging just an active lifestyle in general is part of certainly what we do. And you'd find group fitness classes, you'd find personal training available, those kind of things if you're interested. From a campus recreation point of view, we do offer a very broad and active intramural program that we try and get certainly engagement across the board. And Mount Allison has been known to have a very high participation rates amongst our student body. And at our size, that's something that we can really engage the vast majority of students. So we always look forward to a lively intramural program over the course of the year. We have a number of club sport teams that wouldn't be at the varsity level, but allow students coming in to stay involved in the sports that they would have interest in. And rugby, lacrosse, ultimate frisbee, field hockey be some of the programs that we have at the club sport level. And then the last area would be our 9 varsity programs, which we compete either at the AUS level for university programs, and then we also have a few teams at the ACAA level that play in the college league. And so for those programs, basketball, badminton, football, women's hockey, men's and women's soccer, swimming, volleyball. If you're interested in those areas, we certainly would be interested in talking to you of how to get in contact with our programs and start to make plans for how you could connect and see if you can get involved at the varsity level. And I'd be happy to chat with anybody on any of those programs areas. Thanks, Allison.
Thanks, Pierre. That's great. Next, we have Jonathan from the Mount Allison Student Union. He is the current president there. So Jonathan, I invite you to join us.
Awesome. Thanks, Allison. Hi, everyone. My name is Jonathan. I'm president of the Mount Allison Students Union. So yeah, I'll just talk a little bit about what we do. One of the things that's interesting about the Mount Allison Students Union is by being a student at Mount Allison, you're automatically a member of our union. And there are a lot of services that we provide to you as a member, as well as some advocacy that's undertaken. Some of the services that we provide is we help run the clubs and societies. We oversee that and do a lot of financial support, as well as work on the Constitution. So if you're joining a club or if you want to make a club, you're going to be interacting with us. On top of that, we provide academic enrichment for certain activities, coordinate some volunteering, run an off-campus housing directory, the airport shuttle, as well as the bike co-op. And this winter, we're actually going to be launching our snowshoe co-op. So if you want to go on local snowshoe trails, there's an opportunity to stop by and borrow those. On top of that, we do the yearbook and the agenda as well, the student insurance plan, Shine-A-Rama, orientation. We've been involved in advocacy related to the library with extended library hours, as well as entertainment. And we also do some mock MCAS and LSATs. So that's some of the services that we offer, and I'd be happy to talk more about that. We also do some advocacy. So we're part of lobbying groups on the provincial and federal level. And so we want to make sure that your voices are heard alongside the voices of students throughout New Brunswick, in Fredericton, and throughout Canada and Ottawa. And so, yeah, that's pretty much a quick little breakdown of what we do. We're located in the Student Center. So if you go into the Student Center, when you're here to the left, that's where you can find us. And we're more than willing to chat with students all the time, anytime about you getting involved through being, one of our staff or sitting on a committee or running in an election if you're interested. Or if you have any ways you want to collaborate with us, we're always open to new ideas. So I'd be happy to chat with any of you if you want to chat with me.
Great. Thanks, John. Up next will be Ryan, who is the manager of housing, conferences, and event services at Mount A.
Great, thank you, Allison. So as Allison mentioned, my name is Ryan Gallant. I'm the manager of housing services here at Mount Allison. So in housing services, we look after really the entire housing life cycle. So from the residence application through to your room assignments, move in, providing you support once you're here. We also work very closely with dining services here on campus, so can answer any questions about meal plans and dining hall and what that looks like here on campus. We have 8 residence communities here at Mount Allison that range in size from about 70 students up to 200 students. So happy to talk to you one-on-one in the breakout room about all of our different residence options, and encourage you to explore those online, and certainly watch the videos that were posted yesterday with the residence tours. We do offer 5 room types across those communities as well. So yeah, happy to answer any questions about any of that, the residence application process, which will open on November 4th, what that looks like, what you can expect, as well as how room assignments work. If you have any specific questions, happy to help out there. Otherwise, I'll hand it back to Allison for now.
Thanks, Ryan. You look very holy there. There's a nice glow around you. Love
good.
That. Up next, I'll invite Karen to join us. She is the residence life manager. So I'll invite Karen.
Thanks, Allison. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our virtual open house. Really excited to have you here. I work very closely with Ryan, actually, the previous speaker. I'm the residence life manager, so I oversee the people and the programs and some of the policies that pertain to living in residence. So I work closely with our residence dons, as well as student residence leaders, residence assistants, and we have academic mentors in residence, as well as elected house executives or house councils who put on social programming in residence. And so I work with those different leaders to help facilitate life in residence for students, assist them with any needs that they may have, just basically looking after life on campus. And I also work with a lot of the different people who are here today in terms of helping connect resident students to services we have on campus. So I think that's it for me, Allison.
Great, thank you so much. So up next will be Patty, who is our Indigenous Affairs Coordinator.
Hi, everybody. Just having a little technical difficulty here. I'm Patty Musgrave Quinn, and I'm the Indigenous Student Support. I'm the Indigenous Affairs Coordinator at Mount Allison. So my job, and I don't like to consider it a job actually, because I really like it. I support the Indigenous students. I provide opportunities for ceremony, for elder gatherings, for workshops, for anything and everything that you may need as an Indigenous student. I'm also responsible for, educating other students and keeping the door open for other students to learn more about our culture also, and taking care of, bringing in people who are specific to things that you may want to learn about your culture, because we do understand that not all young people are immersed in their culture or tradition. And so it's a great place to start your learning journey for your culture. And so I'm going into a breakout room, and if you have questions for me, I'm happy to answer them. Alan.
Great, thank you, Patty. Up next is Krista, who is the Director of Experiential Learning and Career Development.
Hi, everyone. My name is Krista, as Allison said, and our department runs a full gamut of career preparation and transition to the workforce, education for students who are thinking about their future and what that might look like, whether that's graduate school, post-secondary entry, or the workplace. So we're here to support that. The other piece that we support is experiential learning, which is the academic experiences that you have that are outside the classroom and with local community partners and employers, and helps you to have that informed experience that will allow you to make good decisions about your future. I'll be heading into a breakout room, and I'd look forward to chatting about how we might be able to work together in the future.
So next we'll hear from our Financial Aid and Awards Counselor, Elizabeth.
Hi, everyone. As Allison said, I'm Elizabeth Fullerton, the Financial Aid and Awards Counselor. I am your go-to person for questions about financial aid. So that will encompass scholarships, bursaries, awards, possibly book loans, or information on student loans. So I'll be in a breakout room as well, and looking forward to seeing you there so I can answer some of your questions.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz. So next will be Elizabeth from the library, from the Public Service Library.
Thanks, Allison, and hello, everyone. Welcome to Mount Allison. A few things just a bit about our two libraries. We've got professional librarians who are offering personalized assistance to students for academic research. We've got about 500,000 titles and nearly 260 databases covering every subject studied at Mount Allison. We've got peer-reviewed journal articles, books, music, newspapers, magazines, films, specialized data sets if you're going to be working in that area. And we can also bring in any materials that we don't have here. We can bring them in from anywhere in Canada and sometimes even overseas. That's a bit tricky these days, but we're doing our best. And we can provide support in organizing, formatting, citations, and avoiding plagiarism. And that's certainly a concern for everybody in an academic environment. The support's continuing in the fall 2020 semester. We don't quite look like we normally do. A lot of our services have moved online rather than in person, but we're hanging in there and supporting students the best that we can. Usually we have laptops available. Those are new this year. We've got calculators, chemistry kits, whiteboards and markers. The coffee shop run by Food Services is in the library. We've got a microwave and kettle for students to use. We even have blankets. It sometimes gets cold and people are stressed and studying and they get cold. We've got blankets to help with that. Our two locations, the main library is the R.P. Bell Library, and we've got a music library down in the conservatory as well. We've got reduced hours this fall, but usually, as Jonathan mentioned earlier, we do work with MASU to have extended hours the further we get along in the term and into the exam period. And we've got just friendly employees who like working with students, and we like to help students succeed. And that's certainly a high priority for us. And Allison, if you don't mind, Dr. Shelley Collette was supposed to be on this panel today, and she wasn't able to come, but I've made a few notes about the Academic Support Office. So hopefully it's okay. I'm going to talk about that now. The Academic Support Office is hosted by the library. So the classroom space and lounge space and office space is here in the library. And that's support for first generation students. Really, not just first generation students, I should clarify, but all students. They have peer tutors who help with coursework. There's peer assisted study sessions for challenging first year courses, and past sessions have been for introductory courses in computer science, economics, psychology, and calculus 1. They offer study skills workshops, and that covers skills like time management and note taking. And in the second semester, there's the Student Success course, and that's for students who struggled a bit academically in the fall semester. And it's designed to give them extra support to help them through the second semester and then succeed in second, third, fourth, maybe even a fifth year as well. And then finally, there's the Writing Resource Center, and that's where tutors will review students' work before they hand it in and offer suggestions for improvement and just tips on writing and that type of thing. So that's a few of the things either through the Academic Support Office or at the library. I'm glad to talk to anybody about the library in the breakout room.
That was great. Thank you so much. And they really are the sweetest staff on campus. So next I'd like to invite our academic advisors, Sarah and Stephanie. And I don't know if you both want to join or one, but maybe there'll be a duel to the death to see who gets it. Thanks, guys.
Hi, everyone. My name is Stephanie Richard. I am the academic advisor for students who are in the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Fine Arts programs.
Awesome.
I knew it was going to happen. I'm Sarah Cormier, and I am the academic advisor for Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Science students. So academic advising, we're here to support students through academic decision making. And so that can be for first year students is a lot of course selection and making sure that you're choosing the right courses for your first year. But it can also be about choosing majors and minors, as well as clarifying degree requirements and clarifying academic regulations. And then we also help track towards graduation to make sure you're on track for that.
And there's many ways that you can contact us as well. So you can always email us at any time. The email, if you'd like to talk to us as a prospective student, is advisor@mta.ca. And we also have online booking page where you can book an appointment. At this time, we are just doing appointments online and through email, but we did before, and hopefully we will again, be doing appointments in person as well.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. And last but certainly not least is Anne, the director of, oh my gosh, my phone is ringing. If you guys can hear that, my apologies. Director of Accessibility and Student Wellness. So Anne, please.
That's all right. Hi, Allison. Thanks for inviting me. And welcome to the students. We know that you have a lot of options out there, and I think you're making a great choice by coming and hearing what all of these great people have to say. So I'll just talk a little bit because I know that you're wanting to get into the breakout room. So let me tell you what I oversee. So I oversee a center called the Meighen Centre. And that's a center for students with disabilities or medical conditions that need accommodations. Those accommodations can be test accommodations. They can also be in the realm of a housing accommodation, in which case Ryan and Karen and I would work together to help figure that one out. The Meighen Centre also serves students that might have temporary accommodation. So if you think of it in terms of, somebody falls and separates their shoulder, somebody has a concussion, things where they're not going to be sidelined for a long time, but they are going to be at least in the short term. And we help students to navigate that as well. The other area that I oversee is the Wellness Center. And our Wellness Center has health services. It also has counseling services, and we have a mental health and harm reduction educator. So any questions that you might have around any of those areas, I'm happy to meet you in a breakout room. You can also email us at either accessibility@mta.ca, or you can email wellness@mta.ca. Just say that you're looking to connect with Anne, and we'll make sure that you get a reply for sure, because I know that there's a lot of other breakout rooms that you might rather go to, and that's okay. But please reach out. And if you have any questions around what kind of documentation, what kind of services, what your transition to university might look like, please feel free to join me in a breakout room or reach out. That is really great being here.
Fantastic. So that is everyone. So Sarah is going to work her magic on the back end and start placing people in the breakout room. So again, if you'd like to speak with one of the student supports, you can simply put which room you'd like to go to in the chat, and Sarah will put you in the right room. So I'm going to hang out here while the shuffle takes place. If you want to ask any questions, you're welcome to turn your camera and your microphone on and we can talk. But we'll see if you guys start moving.